everybody! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are here, and we are live, and we are here at the Immaculate Podcast. I am the Immaculate One, and I am here with...
your boy Cam from the city, you know what it is.
Cam from the city, Don DeMarco, baby. Welcome to the podcast, man.
Thanks for having me.
No, I appreciate you dropping in on us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just have a couple interesting topics that I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Chasers viral video. It's viral-ish. But Neil Chapman, shout out to you. Matter of fact, Don DeMarco for Neil Chapman. That's the lawyer that is obviously dropping in, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that dropped the video of the footage of the Chasers side of it, you know what I mean? And it looked pretty bad.
Man.
Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. I looked at that video and I was over here thinking, like, get some help, man. That shit was bad, dude. But, you know, like I said, shout out to him. And then also, I also have another friend who is actually representing the defendants,
Man.
which is Scott Danks. Yo, shout out to you, Scott Danks, as well. I got to give you a shout out. I'm friends with both of them, so I'm a little torn. But in all reality, you know what I'm saying, man? It's just one of those things that I got to make sure I give them the shout out. Because both of them are there, you know what I'm saying? They're there to represent each other. You know, I got no smoke. First of all, I like to tell people, I got no smoke against Chasers at all. I got no smoke against anybody that works there. This is strictly an opinionated thing. This is based off of what we see, what we hear, what we read in the comments, you know, things like that. So I don't want anybody to be like, oh, man, he's totally against Chasers. I got no smoke, bro. I would have a drink with any single person that works there, even the guys that went through that situation, because here's the thing. My platform is very open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one of those things that everybody has. I want to give everybody the opportunity to sit in that same seat and say their side of the story, because I always say there's three sides of the story. There's a side, there's the left side, there's the right side, and then there's the truth.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Man, yeah.
But I thought it was interesting that you said you had a point, you know what I'm saying, about that. So I'm curious now. Like I said, this is strictly opinionated. There is no animosity towards any of the coworkers at Chasers. The plaintiff that is in the hospital. Which, by the way, you know, if you're not already out of the hospital, I do pray for you to have a safe recovery. Same thing for your family. I know you guys are going through a lot, and same thing for even, you know, the defendants, the bouncers.
It's
all love here. It is all love here. I want nothing but the absolute most for everybody's family, because everybody's going through things. So I just want to let y'all know, I pray for, you know, you guys to not only get peace, but I want you guys to be able to get through this situation and grow from here, good or bad. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for that. Yo, shout out to you, Drew. I see you in the comment section as well. By the way, guys, if there's something that you don't like that we say, something you do like that we say, or even input that you guys want to put into the comment section, please drop in the comment section. By the way, you know what I'm saying, I know sometimes people put even stars in there. If y'all want to drop some stars to help your boy out, we here for that as well. Shout out to you, Tony. I know Tony set off the topic. We're at B-Fit North this evening. I'm not at B-Fit, but I'm pretty sure you are, Big Tony, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to B-Fit, damn it. B-Fit has been in here in the building for a while, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all that's in there getting your fitness bag in the game. But, man, like I said, we're here for Chasers. We're here to talk about Shannon Sharpe's sexual allegations. And we might even talk about a little playoffs, guys, just depending on time. I only have my mans for so long. But you saw the video.
Man.
I sent it to you. I don't know if you saw it before, but...
Yeah, I had seen it before.
Yeah.
You talking about the one that we hadn't seen.
Yeah, the one we haven't seen that they just released.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, shout out, like I said, shout out to Neil Chapman for... you know, dropping his own expertise. Now, obviously, guys, we have to understand that comes from the plaintiff side of the aspects as well. So we can't necessarily jump to conclusions because, like I said, guys, here on the platform, we are non-biased. We try to be absolutely observant. We try to look on both sides of the aspects, but at the same time, we have to go by what we see. So, in my personal opinion, I'm not going to lie, that video looked way worse than even the original video.
That's what I was thinking.
You know, so, you know, guys, for the ones that haven't seen the video, please go to my Facebook, And check it out, or you guys can go to Neil Chapman's Facebook, and I'm pretty sure other people shared it. I think the last time when I checked, I had like 10 shares just from the time when I shared it. So I can only imagine, but it did show for the simple fact where the plaintiff had talked to the security guys. You could tell he was very calm in his demeanor. There was no animosity.
With no hostile energy.
It wasn't hostile. And then you watched his sister talk to the talk to the bartender.
Yeah, correct.
And there was no hostility there.
Nah.
At some point, she reached to grab, I presume, a credit card, debit card, or something.
It was her credit debit card to pay for.
It.
Yeah, it looks like to kind of try to reconcile the situation before it got out of hand. And the brother was like, nah, I didn't order them drinks. I ain't paying for them.
Right. And I know that sometimes in certain situations, guys, as a bartender, sometimes someone can walk up to the bar and say, hey, this drink is on such and such. Now, I once again, I don't know. I wasn't there, so I'm not going to pretend like I was there. But that does happen a lot. And like I had said in a video in the past, it makes sense to, if there's ever a dispute on like drinks, the bartender's responsibility is to take those drinks, put it on a separate tab, and then, now I'm not saying like they could be lying. I'm only basing this off of experience. It is easier for a employee to take the drinks, put them on a separate tab, that if there is a dispute, and then figure it out later. That's where I stand. I've been doing this bar thing since I was 21. I'm 37. I've been a bouncer for almost 15 years, 13 years to be exact. Guys, I've been there. I've seen the who's is who, the what's is what's. I've been in the most hostile positions and things like that. But either way, with the dispute of the tab, that shit should have never happened regardless. What's your opinion on it?
Man, I felt like it was a misunderstanding that could have, been handled in so many different ways. Like, if the man wasn't that drunk and he knew he didn't drink all them drinks, I wouldn't have paid for him either.
I wouldn't have either. hey, I can tell you right now, if somebody came up to me and said, you all these drinks, this is what I'd be thinking. Like, I'd be like, shut up. You crazy as hell if you think I'm about to pay for these drinks. Which, like I said, I know the bartender who was there when that situation happened. In her situation, I saw people saying like, they were like, oh, she should be charged and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I do not stand on that. I will have to push back against you guys that do believe that. I get the hostility in those certain situations, guys, but she had no physical involvement in what happened. The security guys is the ones that took it there. If you notice in the video, when the guy turned around real quick to see the ticket, which I presume that once again, this is solely off of what I see from the video.
You mean when he walked? When they said he lunged.
When he took and he lunged.
They alleged lunge.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If he lunged, don't you guys think that the bartender would have potentially flinched?
She didn't move.
She didn't budge. And I mean, hey, shout out to her if she decides to be like, I wish you would, motherfucker. But in all reality, in a hostile environment, I feel like if a guy turns in a threatening way, it's real quick to flinch.
Yeah.
And nobody, whether it was a sister or whether it was the bartender, nobody flinched at all. And it was one of those things specifically that he immediately got grabbed from the shirt, thrown down, must I say, which, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, that throw looked kind of strong.
Man.
That was a judo throw.
Man, but did you see the way his neck bounced off the wall?
Yes, I did see that.
Bro, that's when I was like, he might have been unconscious then. You know what I'm saying? And then in the video we saw, the one that went viral, they had to hold him up to hit him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see the guy pick him up.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? So I was like, but when we see this video now, it's like, man, he was already out. They could have just drug him out.
Bro, they was literally beating him to a pulp where he was unconscious. And that's where I got to step in and be like, guys, as a bouncer for many years, I have never stooped to that situation. Once again, this is strictly opinionated. I would love to hear the security guys' side of the story. And listen, My platform is completely open to anybody. If anyone feels like they needed if anybody needs to like explain themselves or explain what happened or anything like that, guys, that chair is open anytime. This is non-biased. I ain't here to go after chasers. I ain't here to go after the bouncers. I ain't here to go after the plaintiff. I ain't here to go after Neil Chapman. I'm not even here to go after Scott Danks. I got no smoke with anybody. I just simply want to be able to bring light to the with my platform is bring light to the situation and help get a little bit of more clarity. You know what I mean? So, I actually got, before we even go in anymore, I got to give a Don DeMarco to everybody that tuned in to the podcast because I know y'all can be able to utilize your times for other things. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time. I don't care if it's 3 minutes, 3 seconds, 3 hours, whatever it is. I appreciate you guys coming to my platform and showing us love. And just to be able to listen, you know what I'm saying? I see all you guys in the comments section. Shout out, like I said, shout out to Drew, shout out to Tony, shout out to my boy Quincy. Man, I see you, Cover. Officer Cover in the building, bro. Yeah, he's going to be on a podcast soon, man. Me and him had already been rapping type stuff. You know what I'm saying? That man is a goat in himself. I know he said that it is perfect that you was a guest to have on the show. He said you a solid dude, bro.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. He already know what it is.
Yeah. But, just kind of looking at some of the comment sections, Tony said, what did Tony say? He said, I agree, should have been handled differently, gotta out of hand fast. You're 100% right, man. That could have been 100%, like, it just could have been figured out in a different way. Just me personally, from my personal experience, if I was the security guy and walked in on a situation, and he's like, yo, I'm not paying for this type of drinks or whatever it is, me personally, I would have said, hey, you know what? Let me get this figured out. I'd have looked at the bartender and said, hey, look, whatever drinks that he specifically did not order, let's put these on a separate tab and then we'll figure it out later. You know what I'm saying? Whether we got to take it out of our own personal money, bro, Chasers makes plenty of money. There's no reason why Chasers can't take care of that tab. I'm pretty sure that guy, and I don't know him personally, I don't know anything of him, but I'm pretty sure that he's not going to lie about the drinks that he had. Now, I don't know how intoxicated he was or anything, nor would I ever suspect him to be either intoxicated or super sober. But what I'm getting at specifically is most of us, in the right orderly manner, when we order drinks and we pay for our tab, we look at the ticket and then we pay it.
Yeah.
We're not going to be like, oh, we didn't order these 5 drinks, even though you and I both know that we ordered these drinks.
Yeah.
So if there's a disagreement in that situation, guys, that should have been easily de-escalated to the point where the drink should have been put on the side and then they could have figured it out later. There's enough in tips alone, and I get it. Guys, the tips go to the bartenders. I'm not here to take money away from the bartenders. The company makes enough money off the door. Hold on, I'm going to say that again real quick. Yes, I just did a rewind. The bar makes money off the door to put into the bar to pay for the damn tab. I just said it.
But at the same time, the crazy thing is that, you know what I'm saying? This happened to people of a man of another race, right? And you saw the pup,
No, real quick. Just say it like it is. Don't say a man of another race, because that can be another race. Mexican, Asian,
well, all right. You know what I'm saying?
No, just say it like it is, bro. Here at the podcast, we don't shy away from nothing, bro.
I got
Go
you.
ahead and tell me what it is. Tell me what it is.
We in Evansville, and it was a white man that was beaten like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was community outcry from all races.
All races.
You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand why when it happens to someone of another color, that these people that cry for this man, we all felt this pain and said it was wrong. Like, I think really it's a healing moment. Like, there was a young man who was murdered on Franklin Street.
I was going to ask you about that because I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that didn't get.
Please speak upon that. Please.
Man, I really don't
as
know
far as
too much.
Just a little bit, because I want to bring that to light. Because someone else said that, and I was like, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, of course you didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is.
If we're being honest, we know what it is.
Yeah.
What's understood ain't got to be repeated.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it was really a healing moment, you know what I'm saying? But I pray that, you know what I'm saying, dude heal fast, because it didn't look good for him. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, before you go into that, I do want to pray for I do want to say a prayer for the person that had passed away in
Yeah,
Franklin Street.
yeah, most
You know what I'm
definitely. Yeah,
saying?
most definitely.
I want to, guys, and this is completely up to you guys. This is just something I'm doing because I'm different. This is my fucking platform, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pray for the family of the people, not chasers. This ain't got nothing to do with Shannon Sharpe. This has got something to do with the brother that had
Yeah,
passed away on Franklin Street.
the young black. No, he didn't pass away. He was taken away. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
we
what you
gotta,
said
yeah,
exactly. I
yeah,
just
we
want
gotta
to, yeah,
make
yes, I'm
sure.
glad you
Yeah,
corrected that. Yes,
yeah,
what I meant by that is yes,
yeah,
he was taken away.
yes,
But
sir.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pray for him specifically, real quick, guys. I don't. If you're religious, please bow with me, real quick. If you, and even if you don't, I just need you to hear me out, real quick. Gracious God, I just want to say thank you for waking us up today. I want to also say thank you for giving us the opportunity to see another beautiful day. I also want to say thank you for the blessings that you've given all of us, from the things that we visually see and the things that we don't visually see. And I also want to pray for the family of the person whose life was taken, in this difficult time, where I know that they're going to go through a rough patch, and they're going to understand. I'm sorry, they're not understanding where the answers are. But I hope that you give them the answers that they're looking for. And I specifically want to say thank you for wrapping your arms around them in this difficult time, and help leading them in the right direction in this rough time, to be able to build them into the right direction, to give them closure, and to give them hope that this life as a whole that you've created is specifically going to be better for them. And the fact that you brought him home, and not only that he is at home in heaven, but you're taking great care of him, and that he is understanding the purpose of what happened. And I also want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here on this platform to talk to people. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen, bro.
But yes, like I said, guys, I'm just here to do things different. Man, Don DeMarco for the man upstairs, bro.
One time.
You gotta give it to him. You know what I'm saying, guys? When do you've ever seen that on a platform? You know what I'm saying? On a podcast platform, people praying for people. I don't even know that person, but at the end of the day, I'm here for everybody, man. But I'm sorry to interrupt you in that situation.
Yeah,
and you might have forgot what you said specifically, but like,
I'm gonna stop for prayer.
Yeah, no, every time. But in your specific, but by the way, shout out to you, Timbo. I see you in the comments section as well, man. I gotta give all y'all Don DeMarco for being in the comments section, giving us the time that you guys could do. You know what I'm saying, can utilize for other things. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sandra as well. She said so many senseless beatings and murders when things could be handled in way differently. You're 100% right. I really wish that we could just get a grasp on life as a whole. I won't go too much into that. I'll use that for another podcast. Sandra, I really appreciate you jumping into the comments section as well. All my fans that are literally, whether you're here live with us, whether you're here later, or whether you've already dropped in, we just want to say thank you from the Immaculate Podcast family. We really appreciate you guys. Guys, this platform is growing. It's all because of you guys. But at the same time, I want to give you guys the content that you guys specifically crave for. So if there's topics, comment sections, things like that, guys, drop into the comment section, drop in my DMs. Please let me know, because I only want to give you guys more stuff. At one point, bro, Cam, we used to do it every other Sunday. And now I'm here just doing it when it makes sense. I'm just adding more to the, what I'm saying, to the game. But I'm only doing this because they're giving us more, you know what I'm saying?
I'm proud of you,
so
bro.
no, I appreciate
keep pushing.
you. I know you gotta get ready to go to work.
Oh, yeah, it's all good.
But here's the thing, though,
now.
bro. You took the time to not only reach out to me, but to come to the platform, bro. That's a big deal. So, guys, I'm gonna give him another Don DeMarco for taking the time for that.
Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro.
And then also looking at the comment section as well, Sandra said, and I apologize, Sandra, if I'm not saying that correctly, but I hope I am saying the name right, Sandra. She said, I work at a hospital, so I see way too much. Yes, you see way too much. And also, I got to give a Don DeMarco to all my people that work at the hospital as well. Guys, you guys are a different type of hero, and I appreciate everything you guys ever done and have currently or going to do in the future. And I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I hope God blesses every single one of you people that work in the hospital for an eternity.
I second that.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, my little sister's a psych nurse practitioner.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all my people that work in the medical field, because without y'all, we can't make it.
Man.
We can't make it. But yeah, I was looking at Matthew's comments as well. He said companies need to do a better job venting those and training those appropriately for the positions of authority positions. Much love. Yes. Yo, shout out to you, Matthew, as well. Bro, you spoke nothing but the truth. And that I agree with you 1000%. There does need to be a level of authority, and there does need to be a level of training and understanding. Like I said, I work at Buds as a bouncer, guys, and I probably have the least amount of physical altercations when it comes to escorting people out. Don't get me wrong. I can get violent as hell, but what's the point? You know what I mean? I'd rather talk you out of it and be like, say if Cam was in this situation, I'd be like, Cam, bro, out of respect, man, here's the thing. I know you and such had a disagreement. They're asking you to leave because they feel that you were the aggressor. But here's the thing. I know you got a beer in your hand. I'm going to let you finish this beer. And then, Cam, here's the thing. When you come back, brother, I'm going to buy your first drink. And you can come back tomorrow. How would you feel in that situation?
Man, you know what? That ain't even an example because that's how I met you.
Right?
You being a bouncer, man.
Yeah.
And from day one, you was always cool. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I know it ain't just me.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a thousands of other people that ran into you. And you got that gift of talking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They look at you like, yeah, he could do something. And you know you could do something.
Right.
But why, bro?
What's the point?
What's the point? They respect you more.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate that. And I also appreciate y'all. Know another Don DeMarco for everybody. Out of respect, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Know in all seriousness, because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If I can go in and work and have an easy day where I ain't gotta get my hands dirty, brother, but it's a dub, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's a dub every time. But
I swear.
But anytime somebody ever wants to step and try to make it a big deal, my thought is like this. Shut your ass up, bro. Go enjoy yourself. Go get on some women, and if you're a woman, go find you a guy. Man. If I gotta buy you a drink to calm you down, like I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? I want my bar to be good. I want everybody to have a great time, and then do it from there. But at the end of the day, guys, like I said, I won't hinder on that much. I'm only going through the comments section. Let's see. I was looking at Andrew's comment. He said, off the topic. What'd you think about WrestleMania? And also Game 2 is the Lakers must win. Yeah, that's definitely a must win. As far as the WrestleMania goes, I will get into that when I get on my wrestling podcast. But if I was gonna grade the WrestleMania, I'd give it a B minus.
I heard the Raw was better after.
Yeah, it was. It really was, and that's I was actually gonna say that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the Raw was definitely better after, but that's my personal opinion. I do have the Immaculate 123 Wrestling podcast. That's coming out soon, guys. I'll be doing live reactions of Monday Night Raw. I also will be giving my own expertise for working with the company, with WWE. I work with Impact and stuff like that. Yeah. So I can give more of an behind the scenes type of thing than what the casual content guys who just watch it and talk about the reactions. I'm going to give you guys the real juice. I still have friends that are in the business who are currently hired still with WWE that I can make the call as well. So I want to make sure that y'all know that I'm going to be able to give y'all the real content. Sandra, thank you. Yes, no, there's no thank you at all. We thank you for being in the medical field. We need more good people like you.
Yeah.
King Ken said, "What it do, man? What it do, King Ken, bro? I just gotta give you a shout out to you, man. I know that you in Nashville right now. I'll be coming to see you at some point soon." Matthew said, "Respect to you more. Preach." Yo, I appreciate you, Matthew. At the end of the day, bro, I just want to give you guys the great content. Don Juan said, "Bro, matter of fact, bro, let me give you one of these right here, bro. Gotta give you a Don DeMarco. And then also, man, me and Cam, bro, we in our bag right now. We just here, dog. Yo, shout out to you, Aaron Sullivan, man, with the 145. I see you with the stars, bro. I appreciate you, man. Yo, we gonna get in the ring here soon, and we gonna broadcast that shit as well. Yo, shout out to you, Adam. I see you. Yeet. Yo, I see my boy Sven in the comments section. Said, "What's good, fam?" Yo, I'm trying to get on the field soon, bro. Let me know whenever y'all got some more dates, so that way, you know what I'm saying, Team Suicide Squad can get busy. Shout out to you, Sven, man. I see you, bro. I hope your family and everybody's doing well. Just like I hope everybody that's tuning in right now, I hope everybody's family's doing phenomenal. I hope everybody's healthy, and I pray and hope nothing but success for everybody. But back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
From your personal experience, tell me where you stand in it. Now, once again, guys, this is opinionated. This ain't, oh man, they're against chasers, or oh man, they're against somebody. This ain't that. This is strictly opinionated. You guys can disagree, and we welcome that. Please drop in the comment section for something you disagree about, you agree about, whatever it is, guys. I want to hear from you. Make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe our platform. Please. It's free. It's free. Go on to the Immaculate Podcast. TheImmaculatepodcast. Make sure y'all go on there. Y'all go onto our Facebook page, and then also you make sure that y'all go onto our YouTube page. Make sure anytime that you're around your little Alexa little speaker, you say, Alexa, play the Immaculate Podcast, because that is an option. Any podcast platform we are on, and we are doing the damn thing, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm just here to tell you. I'm in my motherfucking bag. But anyway, back to what, at the upper hand. What is your personal opinion about the whole situation?
Man, tell you the truth, it really wasn't out the norm. I mean, they've been beating people up in the club, but not.
But explain that. Explain that.
You know what I'm saying? Different bar. You know what I'm saying? You got your security guards. You know what I'm saying? Here in Evansville. You know what I'm saying? That feel tough or whatnot. And I mean, I've seen them rough people up, but I ain't never seen them beat nobody down like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they didn't beat them down, bro. They whooped his ass. Man, and I mean that in the most respectful way. I mean that in the most respectful way, bro. I'm not saying that in any kind of disrespectful way, but like, damn. Like, when I saw that video, I was over here thinking like, what?
I was thinking that a white Rodney King.
What?
I've seen them blows before. I've seen them kind of blows, because I was like, man, is that Rodney out there? Is that Rodney King? God, Chasers. And then I seen the man was white, and I was like,
I'm not laughing because it's funny.
But
I'm laughing because, like, I understand it. I understand it. My bad.
Yeah, but then I was like, nah, it's Reginald Denny. I was like, Reginald Denny's in, you know what I'm saying, in Chasers, but I was like, it's 2025.
Guys, I'm not laughing because of what he said. I'm laughing because, like, when he said that, I actually understood what he meant.
Yeah, and like I said, Reginald Denny, he was the white guy that got snatched out of the semi during the riots. You know what I'm saying? After the Rodney King verdict. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it reminded me of. And I was just like, man, there ain't no way that nobody stepped in. Like, no, the other bouncers are just watching. Like,
real quick, can I just get a rewind on what you just? Yo, I'm sorry, I gotta say this one more time. Who does that remind you of?
Rodney King and Reginald Denny. Before the verdict and then the riot. Because I was like, it's being video recorded. This beating is really happening.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
And I ain't laughing at the man.
I just want to say, I know you're not, and I'm not laughing at the situation. The terminology, I'm like, damn, that's accurate as shit.
Black people, that's what black people seen when they seen that happening.
Yeah.
They thought instantly Rodney King or Reginald Denny out in L.A. or it was L.A., right?
Yeah.
The LA riots.
Yeah, it was LA riots.
Yeah.
Real quick, before you go anymore, yo, you know Mr. Rollins, right? You know your boy. Where he at? You know who that is.
Tease Rollins?
Yeah, you don't know who Tease Rollins is? For some reason, I thought you knew him.
Nah, but
it's all good.
I do now.
Yo, Tease.
Good, my guy.
Yo, Tease, I see you in there, boy. Shout out to you, man. I see you in the comment section. Yo, shout out to my boy Aaron. Aaron said, yo, bring the baby oil and I'll bring you Diddy Mask. Oh, come on, bro. Come on now. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but you deserve this button right here. You fucking stink, bro.
And a no Diddy.
You smell like pork butt and cigarettes.
Oh, man.
Oh, shout out, yo. And then Sandra's back in the comment section. She said, I have met you a few times at a show with my old man. Y'all wrestle together. You gotta let me know who it is. But whoever your old man is, tell him I said hello. Max is in the comment section. I give you a Don DeMarco as well, Max. Max. He said Mike is the top G. I gotta give you another Don DeMarco, bro. I appreciate that, Max. I really appreciate that. Immaculate One Micahs is in the house, baby. Yeah, you damn right I'm in here. I see you tagging somebody in there as well. I appreciate it. No, I really appreciate it. Tristan's actually one of my top fans as well, so I really appreciate you, Tristan. Got to give you a Don DeMarco, bro. I see you in the comment section. I appreciate the hell out of every single one of y'all that take the time to come in here. I don't give a damn if you're here for 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 hours, or 5 days. God damn it, you fucking here. But anyway, sorry to cut you off. I just want to make sure I give my people their respect. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Of course, of course.
So no, go carry on. My apologies.
Shit, really ain't too much more to say.
Yeah, we know what it is. But okay,
go ahead. If that was the video we was waiting on, hopefully it's enough because that one was horrible.
Yeah, that video did look really horrible. I ain't gonna lie to you, that was really bad. And the thing is like, I get there's gonna be justice at the end of the day, guys, but I just want everybody to go home to their families and be happy and live a good, jolly life. We all make mistakes. That's the thing. Nobody's fucking perfect. There's a reason why we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth. We're here to listen and to learn.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so, like, we may make the wrong decisions, but the problem is the Chasers owners are the ones that have to take in it on the shin. You know what I'm saying? They weren't involved in this, and that's the problem. I feel bad for these people, and I feel bad for the people whose paychecks are going to be involved in this. You know what I'm saying? Because since that issue, Chasers has been closing super early. So, like, I feel for the other employees who weren't there, who were there, who had no oblivious to what was going on. Their financial situation is dramatically changed because of other people's decisions. And I feel bad for those people because I'm thinking of the kids. You know, I got a daughter. I'm thinking of the kids and the families who were impacted and the wives or the boyfriends who were impacted by this. So, like, I pray for every single person that has been affected by this, that I hope that God wraps his arms around you guys and just helps and shields you guys through this situation. And I hope that it builds you guys to be able to go on the upward instead of on the downward. So, you know, like I said, you and I both had talked about it.
Yeah.
We know what it is, but the video just overall looked bad. It really looked bad.
It definitely didn't justify all, you know what I'm saying, all the backlash from people that thought it was, you know, for the people that thought it was wrong.
Right.
For the people defending the, you know, the offenders.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad.
It was bad. I mean, at the end of the day, I thought it was odd that Neil Chapman had picked up the case for free. That's the speculation. That's just from what I hear from the rumors. I don't know that for certain now. I could text Neil because Neil and I are actually pretty close, but that's just from what I hear. I hear Neil actually picked up the case for free, which Neil's probably the best injury defender in the fucking state, and the fact that he picked it up for free is like he knows what it is. You know what I'm saying?
The tape shows you.
Yeah,
the tape shows
tough, man.
you.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But I will once again. I'll say this one more time. If anybody that works at Chasers wants to come in and explain their experience and their part of the story, this chair is absolutely open. This is non-biased. I want everybody to just get clarity and to understand. My platform here is not to make someone seem like they're a bad person, because we sin every day and none of us is perfect. We all make mistakes.
I'm sure in hell are not perfect.
Hell no. I feel like I'm one of the furthest ones from being perfect.
Man,
I try to be better every day,
man.
but you know, But at the same time, I want to give this platform. God gave me the opportunity to have this platform. Man. I want to make sure that I can share this platform to anybody who wants to come in here and talk about situations that help get clarification. You know what I mean?
I dig.
Yeah. But anyway, you know, shout out to you guys. Like I said, I'm looking at the comment section. Sandra said, Randall, KD, Aaron said, my bad, I thought our match was a Diddy match, bro. You gotta cut that Diddy shit out, man. But I fucks with it though, man. You saw my Diddy picture I had posted on my social media. Sandra said, little midget fella. Matthew said, smashed, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, bro. I appreciate all that. I won't go too much more into the video, guys. If you haven't seen the video, go onto my Facebook page. Check out the video. You give me your honest opinion about it. Drop back in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Like I said, the video looks way worse for Chasers, and it sucks because they're going to get sued. Not only that, the guys are going to get into a criminal issue. They're going to get sued as well. And then the plaintiff's probably going to get paid a lot of money. But at the end of the day, all this could have been prevented. I've explained it from my last video that had almost 5K views on the proper ways on how to be able to handle this situation. But y'all have your opinions. I want to hear from what y'all got to say. I am definitely down to come back on here and talk about this at any given point. I don't want to hinder too much because I know my man's has got to get to work. Last thing before I go to the comment section, shout out to Joey Ballard, man. That's one of my boys. He said, wait, what? He said, Immaculate ain't perfect. I call bullshit. You damn right. I'm damn sure further away from perfect. I'm probably more full of bullshit than anything. But, Ty said, let's talk about the Mavs. Nico, no, sir. We will not talk about that.
Man, that man's irrelevant. Nico.
Hey, for Nico Harrison, I know you can't hear this, but if for some reason you can, I need you to hear this. Right here. I need you to hear this. I can't believe you destroyed my damn Dallas Mavericks. I'm going to go to another occasion about that at another time. We won't do that, but you did want to talk about the Shannon Sharpe situation.
Uncle Shay Shay.
Uncle Shay Shay.
Yeah.
Skip. Yeah, Skip. That's what I'm talking about.
What's talking about, Steve?
Yeah, Ocho. That's what we're here to talk about. But guys, if you don't know who Shannon Sharpe is, he has a podcast platform. He has Club Shay Shay. He also has Nightcap.
Mm-hmm.
And then
also on ESPN First Take.
ESPN First Take.
Yeah.
He is a former NFL player. He's a Hall of Famer, tight end, played for the Broncos and for the Ravens.
Yeah.
3-time champ.
Yeah.
I can keep going about what he's done, but moral to the story, the man has over exceeded expectations. But he just recently got hit with a sexual allegation assault. I'll be honest with you guys. To the girl who falsely accused that, this is for you right here. Shut the hell up with all those fake allegations, because I've seen the comments that you've sent Shannon, and it's kind of funny because my man's to my right, which is y'all's left, has some of the comments. Sir, could you please enlighten me on just a few of those from what... Now,
viewer discretion is advised.
Viewers' discretion is advised. What this man is about to say, these are actual text messages from the lady.
The victim.
From the victim.
Alleged victim.
From the victim.
No, alleged victim.
Alleged victim.
Yeah,
Yes, let me say that. From the alleged victim.
Yeah, she...
That is specifically calling out Shannon for $50 million. Hold on, before you go to that. $50 million, guys. 50, not 05. 50. This man just signed a deal for $100 million, and this girl has the nerve to come in for $50 fucking million. You deserve one of these. You stupid ass. Now, I'm only going this based, guys, off speculations, and by all means, if for some reason this man is found guilty, I will gladly come on this platform and I will call this shit out. But we know in the sports industry, when people are successful, there are people that will try and tarnish their names for financial compositions. Now, here's the thing, and I'm going to use the word grape because you cannot use that word in certain platforms. Mm-hmm. You guys know what I mean. There are real issues, but what's infuriating is these falsified allegations that will overshadow real allegations, because now it's the Me Too movement. Man. To me, I feel like it's now getting called out on their bullshit. And the thing is the real victims are the ones that are losing in this situation, because people don't necessarily believe certain people in certain situations. And I feel more bad for the real victims than this shit right here. So, man, Sir Kim, please tell me about these text messages.
But you got to kind of put it in context, though, a little bit, because, she said this happened like in January or something, but, you know what I'm saying, seeing reports and stuff, they have been, you know what I'm saying, smashing off and on. Since
smashing, guys. Yeah. Smashing.
Yeah. And that's Uncle Shay Shay, so that's Hulk smash, you feel me? So they have been off and on.
We Hulk smash. Yep.
Nah, but they have been messing around or something. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden in January, you know what I'm saying, she wanna file this lawsuit or whatever. But she was sending messages talking about, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're fucking me.
Ew!
then
You
then
nasty.
she hit him up again and said, I know you missed this big juicy ass, 25K for each cheek.
Ew!
You better crave it because you're gonna be stuck with it for life after you put that big black baby in me.
Oh, hold on, I got one more for you. Get some help.
That don't sound like a victim. That sound like a freak.
That sound like a freak nasty, bro. That sound like she on a level of 10 of disgusting. You know, she probably looks at herself in the mirror after shooting those texts. She probably looking at herself in the mirror and she's like, you fucking disgust me.
I swear. Wasn't nothing going on with little rough sex. What do you say to you? Like, get him, Michelle.
Yeah,
oh, Michelle. Yeah.
He did sound like he was out of breath, though.
Yeah,
he did that Michelle
he too
video.
old. He too
was
old.
Like,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro, is he putting in overdrive or he ain't doing enough cardio? You know what I'm saying? Listen.
Don't he be on them blue chews?
Ladies, I get that y'all can be nasty, but don't be nasty and then try to be like, he raped me.
Man, come on now.
He raped me.
Come on now.
It's not, come on. Like, we gotta have a real conversation. Now, here's the thing.
They was having consensual sex.
That's the thing. And the thing is they've been doing it.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand.
But
it ain't like the first time he had ever smashed.
But man, you see how they keep taking down the black moguls though, right? Okay, her attorney was the one that went after Diddy.
Yep.
He was also the one that filed.
No, shout out to Diddy, man. All right, not really shout out to Diddy, but bro, we talk for some reason Diddy always gets brought up a lot, and I had just posted the picture. I'd be able to.
Yeah.
Yo, Diddy, you probably dropping the soap right now, and you're probably fucked, literally and physically. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, carry on.
Take that.
Take that.
But you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it was the same man that had filed the allegations against Jay-Z, the sexual assault charges that got dismissed.
Yeah.
Now you got Shannon Sharpe, but they was messing around for that long. But if you remember, he did that Cat Williams interview in January.
Yep, and that shit took off.
And it exposed a lot of Hollywood and a lot of people.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
And
so
out of curiosity, who did he expose in that situation?
Cat Williams?
Yeah.
Everybody.
No, but who did he mainly?
Oh, Diddy, yeah, Diddy.
And what'd you just say? Hold on, let me rewind that real quick. Who did you just say that with the allegations? Who'd you say that the lawyer represented for the Diddy allegations?
One of the victims.
For the victims, right?
Alleged victims.
Alleged victims,
right? Yeah, just like Hov, like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And now he's representing for the one against Shannon Sharpe, man.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're all moguls, and when he dropped that interview with Kat, he broke the internet.
Boy, he broke the internet.
He the number one, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that video alone, last time I checked that video, had like 110 million views.
You can't be famous and on top no more.
Holy. Shout out to Cat Williams for being able to just be upfront and honest with everybody. Shout out to you, Cat Williams. Man, that I still watch that from time to time. No, like dead serious. I'll be out on the road and I'm like, man, I want to listen to something good, and I go to Shannon Sharpe and Cat Williams' podcast. That shit was fucking dope. And he was the one that started the whole Diddy. Diddy like to party. You gotta tell him no.
Man.
Bro, once he said that, I was like, damn, I didn't know it was like
50
that.
didn't go to none of them either.
No, he didn't. Bro, I love 50. 50 Cent's trolling is on a different level, bro.
Yeah, 50.
That shit be mad hilarious.
Yeah, he definitely that
guy. Sandra said, I feel like any of those females who falsely accuse someone should be prosecuted. God damn! I have been saying, Sandra, God damn, you're on it. I've been said that anybody who falsely accuses somebody of rape should definitely seek criminal charges for that.
Off topic, you remember that young black man that white woman said raped their younger white woman, and he was like an NFL prospect or something.
Yes. And he killed himself.
Well, he killed
himself.
And then she recanted her story. Yeah. And she didn't do a day in jail. No. Yeah. It's crazy.
That shit. You gotta answer to that shit. You gotta answer to that shit, bro.
Nah, they don't, but we do.
I gotta give you that.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you bringing that to light. Once again, guys, shout out to everybody who's on the platform watching live, whether you've already watched it or you're watching it after we're no longer live. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. At the same time, guys, we're just here to shed some light on things. People are in here talking true. Sandra's talking the truth. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people in here that talk about things that I want to be able to hinder on, whether it's sports talk, wrestling talk, real life talk, self-motivation talk, whatever it is, guys. I'm here for everything. I'm taking the notes as well. Obviously, everything in the comment section. I just want to be able to bring the light to everything and keep entertaining you guys. Without you guys, though, I don't turn on this damn camera. So I gotta give y'all another Don DeMarco for showing up and showing out. But yes, back to Hinder, what you were saying, these people don't necessarily answer to the false allegations, and we do. It hurts our image. It financially hurts us as well.
Yeah.
Because you want a bag because you don't get what you want out of the situation.
Come on now.
I just feel like if there's a false allegation, there should be a repercussion for that. Not just you going about your jolly day, because my image still takes a hit.
My life is...
My brand takes a hit. My kid or kids take a hit. My family takes a hit. My last name takes a hit. There's a reason why men give our last name out.
Yeah.
So why would a woman want to come into our lives and take our last name with a falsified allegation of being able to sexually assault somebody?
Man.
There's no prestige. There is no weight to the last name. So that's why I specifically hate that. Sandra, I'm so glad that you brought that to attention, especially being a female. It is a bigger deal. At the same time, like I said, I think it takes more away from the females that are the actual victims. And I think anybody who does that type of act deserves to be... Listen to me when I tell you this. I'm going to say it twice. Anybody who creates a sexual act should get the death chair. I'm going to say it one more time. Anybody that creates a sexual act should get the damn death chair. That's a fact. By the way, guys, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe this link or any other podcast episodes that you guys specifically like, because I want to get this content out to people, and I want to be able to share my experiences, his experiences, and everyone else's experience from the comments to everybody else, guys. From my last podcast, I had Charles Hamilton on, who owned ShamFit, who owned Protein House. He gave you guys an exclusive deal that said, hey, if you go in and you drop in and say the Immaculate podcast, he's going to give you guys a free week at the gym. He's going to give you guys a free week for the classes. And he's also going to give you guys up to 15% off. He is one of our sponsors, guys. We are one of the only podcast platforms that just started that has sponsors, guys. Protein House, ShamFit are literally our sponsors that are out here to give deals to you guys. Shout out to you, ShamFit, Protein House.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah,
I appreciate y'all. And then she said something else. She said she should have gotten murder charges just on how I see it. I mean, that's your personal opinion, Sandra. I probably wouldn't go that harsh. I do see where you're coming from on that.
Because he lost his life. He took
his
life.
And that's why I see your point.
Yeah.
I totally see your point. And actually, I don't disagree with you, god dang it.
But for real, the remorse...
I just don't like taking people's life.
Her being remorseful shows that she does have a heart.
That's why
but she still needs
you
the
caused
face.
that. You caused
it. Yeah, you don't get to slap someone and say sorry.
Nope.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Because you thought about it before you slapped them.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all right. So I only got you for like another few minutes.
Yeah.
So as far as NBA playoffs, who you think's gonna win the playoffs?
Man, you know what I'm gonna say? It's some Pacers, bro. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Prentice.
No, the Pacers aren't gonna win it all, bro. Non-biased.
Hey,
non-biased.
Hold on. One second. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Prentice Kelly, fam.
Hey, shout out to PK, bro.
Yeah. Because we do it.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Me and PK go back since I was a kid, bro. PK is one of the GOATs in the city, bro.
Come on, man. That's fam right there, man. We go up there and enjoy ourselves, man. And y'all seen us on ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was all over. All over. Yeah.
Bro, this dude, tell me about your experience at the Pacers playoff game.
Oh, yeah, it was live. You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed, you know what I'm saying, from watching it on TV to sitting a few rows behind the bench looking at the players. But like I said, it's a blessing, man. And to go up there and kick it with my homeboy, man, and my family member, it ain't just a homeboy. It's just, man, it's just something different, man. It's a different vibe up there. You know what I'm saying? The playoff atmosphere is crazy.
Different.
Like ain't nothing like some Pacer fans inside a game bridge, bro. And
Sir.
when they let out, it ain't nothing like Meridian.
Yes,
I'm telling you, my boy. So
yo, I gotta give it down to Marco for you and PK, man.
Yes, sir. Go Big P's.
Y'all in here doing your thing. Y'all in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? There's not many people, honestly, that can say that they've sat in a playoff game, regardless if it's an Indy or any type of other NBA team. So,
we started hitting them. We started last year.
Yeah.
Starting the thing every year that we make it. We there and we great. We great. Go back to another one. It ain't over.
Hey, listen, I got a button for both of y'all. Y'all in y'all bag, man.
Hey,
listen.
So when it come on, look for us again because we gonna be on ESPN.
Man, I need an invite, man. Yeah, I'm trying to slide in there real quick,
man. You more than welcome.
I celebrate the home team. I'm a Mavs fan.
Yeah.
Well, let me phrase it. I'm an Avs fan. I'm half of a Mavs fan. I'm an Avs fan, but I do root for the Lakers as well because obviously Luka's in LA. Yeah. But at the same time, there ain't nothing like the home team. I'm always gonna root for the Pacers to do their thing, only except for when they play Dallas.
Okay, I can dig that.
But I mean that the utmost respect. The last 4 years I've been to a Dallas and Pacers game. Right. I've sat courtside. I've sat 2-3 rows.
I need to go with you then.
Listen, bro.
What you talking about?
I got to meet Mark Cuban because I sat courtside. Man, listen.
Man, I was across from the commish.
Bro, listen. That's Adam Silver. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
Man, I said, man.
I got videos on my phone for me shooting the shit with Mark Cuban before he sold to the Mavs. I'm gonna show it to you after the platform's over. But guys. He thinks the Pacers are going to win.
No, I don't think. I know.
Who's going to come out the West?
Man, for real?
Be honest, bro. Come on.
I kind of feel Golden State.
Oh, my God.
I kind of feel Golden State. My God. You seen what they did to the number 2 team the other night? Yeah. Who could? I mean,
you going with Golden State,
bro?
I'm not saying like it's a bad pick.
No, Houston's the number 2 seed.
But Houston can't beat the top 4 teams in the seed except for themselves.
Bro. The records and numbers don't lie.
So hold on.
Women and men lie. Numbers don't lie.
You telling me Golden State's better than OKC? Are they better than LA?
I'm not gonna say that they're better, but they're more experienced.
What I mean in a 7-game series. You're right about the experience because Jimmy Butler's been to the finals. Draymond Green's been to the finals. Steph Curry's been to the finals.
Man, look what they did after All-Star break acquiring Jimmy.
Agree.
Nobody even had him in there.
The Suns would have had that if they would have been able to trade Bradley Beal, but he wasn't coming off that money.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is nobody, you know what I'm saying? When going after the All-Star break, I remember telling somebody, because it's their team, I was like, bruh, just wait, because it's going to hit. It's going to gel. Yeah. And they gelled at the right time.
So
you know
think
what
it's
I'm saying?
Golden State and the Pacers?
Man, that's, you know what? Yeah.
All right, I got a button for you. Get some help, man.
Well, we know it ain't Dallas.
Listen. All right. I deserve that. I deserve this button right here. I'm going to shut my mouth on that one. You damn right it ain't going to be Dallas. And I'm glad we didn't make the damn playoffs because Nico Harrison decided to Sharpe all over our season.
But y'all gonna be back. Y'all gonna be back.
No, we're gonna be straight next year.
Yeah, next year.
We'll be good. And I'll be honest. I think we're gonna be in the KD sweepstakes too. Just hear me out. Hear me out.
Hey, I've heard rumors.
Yeah. Listen, if we can get KD, we in there like booty hole hair. That's all I gotta say. Don DeMarco for being in there like booty hole hair. No, but I think the Celtics are gonna make it to the finals. And I do think they will repeat. And I think they're either gonna play LA or I'm going to go OKC. I don't think LA is going to make it that far. I'm only speaking of a biased opinion because I know how Luka is in the playoffs. Luka took us Mavs to the playoffs. I'm sorry, to the NBA Finals last year. Damn near by himself. Kyrie had some good. He had a good first round. He had a good second round.
They hadn't gelled yet.
But at the same time, Kyrie was a no-show in the finals. Moral to the story: Luka did his motherfucking thing. Luka Don, Thick Don, whatever you want to call him, Don won. Lakers in 5. No, but I do think the Celtics are still going to repeat. I just don't think no team has done good enough to be able to build the rosters for it. I do think people need to really pay attention to OKC, and it's not even the first round that I want people to pay attention to. This team is balls deep. Balls deep. I got nothing against the Pacers. I would love for the Pacers to make it to the NBA Finals.
The Pacers got the deepest and strongest bench in the playoffs.
They do. And Halliburton is built different.
Man, come on. What the Holly?
Snow bunnies and all.
What the Holly?
Snow bunnies all. Did you ever see that video with him and 3 snow bunnies?
Yeah. The new D Rose.
Hey, whenever he posted that video, this is what I was thinking. He was like,
wasn't he wishing 50 a happy birthday?
Well, he wished 50 said happy birthday, man.
And then he was in the club.
Yeah, he was there with 3 of them too.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Shout out to them, though.
Running 3 minutes.
Shout out to you, Tyrese Halliburton. Shout out to the Pacers fans, guys. We gotta jump off here because I've already kept him literally 6 minutes over time.
It's all right. I got a couple shout outs. If I can do that.
Wait, do you want to give anybody a shout out before we jump off?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my little sister who I'm proud of.
Drop a name.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna call her Kiki because we don't put our business.
There we go.
In the
No, I
streets
feel
like
that.
Yeah. But she doing her medical thing.
I can give her down to Marco.
Gotta give one of my beautiful princess, Jalen. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you, Jalen.
And then the last one, Mama.
Shout out to Mama Dukes.
Yes, sir. And shout out to you too, my man, for having me, man, and allowing me to be on here, bro.
Shout out to me. I'll take the Don to Marco. Yo, and shout out to my family. Shout out to Sophie. Shout out to Twan. Shout out to my Mama Dukes. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my grandma. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my daughter, man. Yo, shout out to you, Karma. Just so you know, Daddy loves you to death.
That's what's
and
up.
I'm so grateful every time I see you. And God bless me with that. And last but not least, shout out to the man upstairs. The man upstairs that gives us the ability to wake up every day.
Come on now.
I want to say I love you and I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it on the Immaculate Podcast. Like I said, we wanted to talk a little bit about Chasers. We want to talk a little bit about Shannon Sharpe. And we wanted to talk about a little bit of the playoffs. Is there any closing remarks you want to tell the people before we sign off?
Bucks, trucks, no look, Pacers and 5.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we out on that, guys. We appreciate you chiming in. Like I said, we're grateful for you guys. Make sure you guys go into the Immaculate Podcast. TheImmaculatepodcast. Jump on the Facebook page. Jump on the YouTube page. Make sure you give us a like, share, and subscribe. We will see you next time on the Immaculate Podcast.
Yes, sir.
And that was the best way to leave off with that.
Because you stole mine when you said the other one, and I was like,